Good morning, guys. Elliott Hulse here, and today I'm going to pick up very quickly where I left off yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about the development of new habits and rituals to support you in becoming a stronger version of yourself. I was to mention three different things and various habits that support you in these three different areas of becoming a stronger you. It was health and fitness, career, and addiction. Eradicating addiction and filling the hole with something more resourceful. But as I ranted on yesterday, I forgot to mention career or vocation. So today we'll pick up very quickly, before I get into today's main message, by talking about three different habits that would support you in the development of your career, vocation, or job if you have one. So I'll actually split it up that way. Those of you who are in your own business or in sales, if you're an entrepreneur or if you're in sales, the three things that you know, right? Whether you're building your own business or you're selling titanium screws like a friend of mine does. He sells titanium screws in the medical industry and he kills it. So if I didn't own my own business, what I would do is I'd probably go into sales if I were to get a job, because it requires a little bit of courageousness, bravery, and it's either a sink or swim situation when you work for yourself or in sales. And the three things that matter most when you're developing your clientele is to get leads. Do one thing every single day to get leads. That means people in your funnel or people that you attract them to you, your message, your product through a various activity. So I make these videos, I write blog posts, the thousands of videos that I've made on my YouTube channel, and the thousands of signs I put up all over my city when I was first starting Strength Camp, all brought leads into me. They either clicked and went to my website, or they called me. So you've got to do something every day to gather leads. Number two, follow up. You got to follow up with your leads. It's no good to have leads if you don't follow up, right? That's like if I made a really good YouTube video. I made one and it got like 70 million views and then never made another one, or didn't have an opportunity for people to contact me if they really liked my video, my message, my offer, or for you, your pamphlet or your sign. You got to give them a way to follow up, right? You got to follow up with them. One thing every day, following up with your leads, either sending an email, sending a card, making a phone call, and then finally the habit of closing, baby. You're not in business and you're not making sales if you don't close the deal. The whole objective here is to get the thing rolling by getting people to invest in your product, service, or idea. So every day you should close at least one sale if you're in sales or entrepreneurship. Now, if you have a job or career where you're working for someone else, this is very important, because as I learn more about working with people, I'm discovering that those who come and either intern at Strength Camp or I hire them for certain things, I want to create opportunities for the go-getters. The guys that make their boss look good always move up the ladder, and there's always opportunities for them. In fact, guys that make me look good by creating my websites better, Danny, who does these videos, the better he helps me edit these videos, the more opportunities I want to create for him. So a habit of doing one thing every day to make your boss or your company look better is going to open up doors for you. There's no two ways about it. It's been my experience. Of course, you could be in an environment that doesn't allow that, but get yourself, if you're an advancing man, if this is your pursuit is in career and vocation, not all of us are, and there's no judgment about that, but if it is, then get into a place where you can work your way up the ladder by making your company and your boss look good. So that's it. I wanted to wrap that up because I forgot to mention that yesterday. On to today's message. Down below you'll find a link to my blog post from earlier this morning, where I talk about getting very clear on our true root, the real reason why we pursue the things we pursue. So in my blog post I talk about when I was pursuing strongman accolades, right? Between 2006 and 2010, I was heavily involved in strongman competitions. I was winning and I was getting trophies. I have lots of trophies, dozens of trophies, and plaques. The thing is with all those trophies and plaques is that they're in a box somewhere. in storage, right? Because I have come to realize, it's taken some time. Really, a lot of these things aren't judgments and we don't choose them. They're self-observations. And one of my self-observations has been that I really could care less for trophies and gifts and prizes. What I really thrive on, again, it's not a judgment, it's just an observation, are words of affirmation. Man, every time I won a strongman show and my coach or my dad or my wife or my friends put their hand on my back, gave me a hug, said, "You did a great job, I'm proud of you, Elliott," that just rose in me. My heart swelled and I was overjoyed by simply having those words of affirmations, a pat on the back, a hug. When my wife looks into my eyes and says, "I'm proud of you," boy, that does it for me more than anything. So that's me being very clear on what I'm pursuing. In a way, you could say that's, in a way you can say that Elliott, that version of myself, and perhaps you, when we start getting clear on why we pursue, the real things that we pursue, you'll find that, there may be a lack of love that we're trying to fulfill. We're trying to raise our own self-esteems, right? When I make these videos, or when I used to, an older version of myself. When I say older, I mean younger. A past version of Elliott. I'd sit around waiting for people to tell me how good of a job I did. "Elliott, those videos were great. Elliott, wonderful job." And I'd sit there and I'd glow, right? So that's me being self-observant and realizing that, a lot of the things that I slaved after, I went after, even sometimes with the attitude of "I don't care what anybody says, I don't care what anybody thinks," really was for words of affirmation, praise, and acknowledgement by other people. So my question to you today, my friends, and really, I want you to think about this one a little bit. I want you to take your time and really meditate on this. Why are you doing the thing that you're doing? I know a lot of us are busting our asses, slaving away, grinding, beast mode. Sometimes it's for survival, right? I gotta do this thing because I need money to feed my kids. That was part of it for me. But, what is it for you? Is it because, it takes some objective self-observation? Am I doing it because I really just wanted my dad to say that he's proud of me? Right? That may be one of them. Am I doing it because of, well, see, I have a list here, belonging, What are you really seeking after? Right? What do you really want? What hole in you, what missing part of you, or what sore spot in you is healed by the pursuit of your goals? What are you really after? So that's my question for you today. It might take a little while. You might have to sleep on that one. I'm not looking forward to, a lot of very quick answers here. Take some time, observe yourself. Look at how you receive various forms of praise and how you kind of ignore others. I could give two shits about trophies, but a hug and a kind word is like $1 million in my bank. So that's it, guys. I hope that's helpful. Share your answer down below. Talk to you next time.